were really half-elves.
And we're now back on this too, and we'll continue the dialogue right here and see what's going on.
Please don't tell anyone about this. We don't want to start a panic.
Indeed. Especially now that the Tower of Salvation is gone. I wouldn't dare tell people the truth.
Tower of Salvation is gone?
After that frightening earthquake, the tower disappeared from the eastern sky,
Now,
along
there's
with that
something I gotta,
monstrosity.
add in here, if you're following this Let's Play. The Sailor Ranch playthrough dungeon part, the first playthrough part, I didn't get to upload it because, you know, OBS actually didn't save the file correctly. This happens to my playthrough periodically. Some of them, not all of them, would have it. It's not a big hindrance because all you need to do is pretty much search the dungeon, which is pretty small. So if you go around and you use the mana light, which you should see in the half playthrough of that dungeon, you should see me running around killing some monsters and stuff. Just look around the area that you are. Just make sure you scan the area thoroughly for weapons that you will see me have right now. I actually got them from that dungeon. However, I didn't upload that part because OBS messed up the actual recording for that, and for some reason it wasn't playing, it wasn't showing me anything. So I'm sorry for that and I apologize. It's not a big hindrance, like I said, to the story or to anything. It's just that playthrough for that part, I couldn't upload it, so I apologize for that. But with that being said, we're gonna still kick it off and go ahead and do what we can actually do with what we have right now. I'm gonna continue the playthrough anyway and just go ahead and record, even though that small piece that I wanted to be there is actually gone, but it's okay. It didn't really mess up too much. All you have to do is search the dungeon, and it's pretty small, so you should cover everything in just one run through.
How could it disappear?
I don't know. The Chosen never completed the ritual of regeneration. The Crucius core system, which controls the appearance of the tower, may have malfunctioned. It is of little consequence.
No, it's not. It's a tremendous shock to the people of Silverhunt. After a giant earthquake sunders the land, the symbol of salvation vanishes. The Chosen will be...
Why? Lots of other Chosen have failed up till now, too.
The others have paid for their failure with their lives. But Colette is still alive.
When people are suffering, they feel the need to place the blame on someone.
It is not fair to Colette.
I'm gonna go see what's going on in the village.
I'll go too.
Let's all go together then. Sounds like it's a bit sketchy for you to be walking around by yourself.
I'll stay here.
Okay, so now we're in control and we're pretty much back inside. Okay, well, we can't go up there and visit Colette, but we're back in Colette house. I'm sorry, I was yawning, but I'm back in Colette house, and we want to take the West Wing right here, where we'll pretty much find a save point where we can save and we can continue the story. And remember, also, we're going to actually do a side quest right after we map up most of these things. I'm gonna go ahead and start a side quest that we need to do before we go any further. Oh my god. You bring a bunch of dirty prisoner though. He just stormed off. Do what you want. He's actually a bastard. Okay. So now that we're here, gonna continue here, and I believe this is Gina's house right here. Okay, so we just see that. First step, let's go ahead and read that. Okay, so now we're going to take control and we want to come down, leave this path right here. And there's something about this part, guys, why Kratos want to escort Colette. There's actually a big reason around that, but I would actually explain that later on, or the game would explain that for you. Now, if you were collecting these swords, you will get this, the Cursed Sword of Nephilim. And Neblim is actually a place in this game that you can go. We'll probably going to go ahead and do that if I want to go in there. They have some extra bosses and stuff that you can fight in Neblim. And also, I believe it's also a boss in Tales of... I believe it's Tales of Rebirth. No, is it Tales of Rebirth? Yeah, Tales of Rebirth. No, not Tales of Rebirth. Tales of Abyss, I mean. If that's what they... Yeah, Tales of Abyss. In Tales of Abyss, that name Niblim is actually a boss you can fight.
Lloyd!
Dad! How have you been? Were you affected by the earthquake?
This area is on top of hard bedrock. Everything is fine.
Dirk, we are here by the request of Colette's family. They wish for you to help her.
I'm afraid even if Crucius crystals are an evolved form of X-Sphere, I still don't know the first thing about them. It'd be a better idea to ask a dwarf over in that Tethayala place.
Oh, so even you don't know anything about these?
I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. At least stay here for the night to get some rest.
I must politely decline.
Ah, all right.
Wait, are you really going back to Crucius?
I am an angel of Crucius.
Then why didn't you follow Yggdrasil's orders? To leave the Great Seed alone?
I have my reasons, that's all. But as a result, Martel was not lost. That goes along with Yggdrasil's wishes.
It's true then. You really are our enemy.
Lloyd.
What?
If you want to save the Chosen, you should research the records from the ancient Karlon War. Remember the words of the unicorn at Lake Umasi.
Wait. Why are you with Crucius when you're a human? What is he trying to do?
I would ask for something. There's Sheena.
Hey, wasn't that Kratos just now?
Sheena! Yeah, he returned to Crucius.
I see. So he really is our enemy.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome back.
Thanks. Thank goodness we stopped the giant tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you go ahead and do anything, you wanna talk.
I bet you lived a crappy, hard life so far, huh?
Gee, you sure know how to cheer someone up, don't you?
And right after this playthrough, guys, I will be getting.
Well, don't worry about it too much.
The actual side quest that we need.
So now what?
So
aren't you at your wit's end right about now?
With all of this, we're gonna have to do a couple side quests, and then after that, we'll get.
Why do you say that?
The giant tree, which we thought was all good, goes nuts. Our cute little Colette comes down with some funky cold. It's just human nature to start getting tired of it all.
I'm never gonna give up. If I quit, I'll never be able to face all the people who've suffered because of what I've done. So I'm gonna fight to the very end. I can't give up.
Hot-headed and stubborn as hell. Well, but I guess that's what I dig about you.
Anyway, let's come outside here. There's a few people everywhere for us to talk to, and we want to talk to all of them.
The problem is what to do now. We need to know how the two worlds were forced apart before we can figure out a way to save them.
How the worlds were forced apart. I wonder about that too, but I also want to know why Yggdrasil split the world in two.
Don't you think it was to protect the Great Seed? To protect Martel?
But because the worlds were pulled apart, that phase thing got shifted. And the Great Seed became unstable, right? And that's not really protecting her. That's more like putting her in danger.
Lloyd, you manage to say something intelligent every now and then. You're absolutely right.
Every now and then? Jeez, that's harsh.
The who, why, and how. That's what we need to know.
Right now, all we know is who.
Okay, now we talked to Randy. We're gonna go ahead and talk to him.
This whole time, Colette hid her suffering deep in her heart. And always kept a smile on her face.
Yeah, and once again, I failed to notice.
She is a courageous girl. It takes tremendous strength to smile no matter how dire the situation.
Colette hides her suffering too much. It's okay for her to let her true feelings show.
She knows the power that words possess.
Power of words?
Your will manifests itself in the words you speak. Whether they be curses or words of joy, the soul of those words yields power.
I get it. Okay, and I'm gonna say it out loud right now. I will save Colette in both worlds.
Say it out loud now. I'll save.
This area resembles Ozette.
Yeah, this entire area is surrounded by a forest.
Lloyd, I heard about Chocolat.
And about Marble?
Yes, and other things as well. Were you hurt by Chocolat's hatred towards you?
Well, yeah. It's definitely painful when someone hates you. Even if I deserved it.
I see.
But I'm going to do everything I can to make up for it. Even if I don't ever make up for it completely.
Even if she never forgives you?
Whether or not you're forgiven isn't important. It's the effort that matters. At least, that's what I think.
Okay. And
This area,
Yeah, this entire area.
Lloyd.
And,
okay, so we
Yes.
want to talk to them once.
Were you
I'm
hurt?
sorry about that.
well, yeah. Even if I deserve But I'm going to do everything I can to make up for it.
Even if she never forgives you?
Whether or not you're forgiven isn't important. It's the effort that matters.
Okay, so right after that we're gonna come here. Okay, so where is Genus? Genus probably is on the top here. Or probably he's in here. Wait. Here we go. You can make palettes if you want to. I don't know if you remember the figurine book that we actually get. We can actually make palettes out of them. So if we always want palettes, we can come here and talk to this little thing right here. viewers, I'm gonna talk to Genus, and then after
Lloyd,
I talk to Genus, I'll be
I
coming
feel like
right
I'm
back
starting to hate
on
humans
the next
more and
Let's Play
more.
series where we'll be diving into the side quest part. I know this is
I'm sorry,
probably
Genus.
quite the longest scene.
You
of
don't
the
have to
scene, but
apologize,
this is
Lloyd.
too, so you can see why.
I like you, as well as the people of Esalia. It's just that when I think about how there are lots of people who think just like the mayor...
I remember a lesson where the professor said that words exist in order for people to understand one another.
What do you do about people who don't want to understand?
Genus.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out on you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, viewers, so I'm gonna stop right here, and I'll meet you guys right back on the next Let's Play series. It's your boy EX Show, and I'm out.